Hey guys, today I'm going to be checking out the new quest we have today in Star Stable, and to be honest I haven't really read about it too much on Star Stable news, but I do know that it's about a storm at South Hoof, and to be honest I'm looking forward to this quest because it's a bit different, and I was thinking what better than to use my horse Rainy, like perfectly matches the vibe. And let me just zoom out really quick. And I think we have to... Alright, we're heading to Fort Pinter Beach. So, let's go there and then start this quest. And actually, fun fact, where I am, we're actually forecast to have like a proper thunderstorm tomorrow. So, kind of matches what's going on in Star Stable right now. Alright, let's head to Fort Pinter Beach and see what is going on. Alright, so we have someone over here called Ellen. Oh, let me go back a bit. Hey Koko, oh good you're here. Did you hear about the big storm they had on South Hoof Peninsula last night? I'm concerned you and the others might need help. I heard it on the news this morning. Apparently it's one of the most violent storms they've had. It's not even fully over yet, I see. I tried to call the high towers, but they're not answering. We should make sure they're okay, and I imagine they need help with repairs. Could you please go to South Hoof and check on Hugh Shepherd? Alright, so I guess let's head to South Hoof. It sounds like they're having some really bad storms over there. So let's go ahead and take the ferry. Storm clouds. Alright, rain. Okay, let's go find is it Hugh, I think? Let's go and find Hugh and see how they're doing. Hey Koko, what a relief to see you. Thanks a lot for coming over. We're not having the best day so far. Right, I think I can tell. Thankfully we're all safe, but this storm wreaked havoc around here, and some horses even ran away from the paddock. So yeah, saying we could use help is an understatement. If you live out here, you kinda have to get used to the weather. As Eric's mum always says, look lad, there are only two seasons on South Hoof. Winter and not so winter. Sometimes on the same day. But this one was really bad. Never seen anything like this. We even lost power this morning. We couldn't even make a phone call. But Eric and Holly just took care of it. I'm mostly worried about the horses I'm taking care of at the ranch. Part of the fences around the paddock got shattered and started flying around. The poor horses got spooked and some even ran away. If that's okay, would you mind bringing them back? Right, so I guess let's try and find some of these horses. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we've got back all of the horses that's escaped. Now let's head back to Hugh. I saw that. Thanks a lot for leading all the horses back. I'm so relieved they're all unharmed. Now that the ranch's horses are all safe and back in the paddock, there's one more thing we should do. Do an inspection round in the peninsula to check on wild horse herds. If you find any injured horse, please lead it back here and we'll nurse it back to health. I don't know, I got this feeling. I can't help thinking that some of the wild horses may have been seriously injured. I know that it's not in my power to go against Mother Nature and keep all the wild horses safe. Sometimes things happen and there's nothing you can do about it, but still. I rode around earlier but didn't find any horse in need of help. but would you mind doing another inspection round on the wild horse herds, just to be on the safe side? Alright, so I guess let's check on some of these wild horse herds and see if all of the horses are okay. Okay, so we have some wild horses over here. Alright, this herd looks fine. Alright, we have some over here as well. Okay, this herd seems okay too. I think we have another one to check out. Right. Okay, so one of the horses are startled. Let's dismount. Okay, one of the horses are injured, so let's head back to Hugh. Okay, we are back at the ranch. Good job, it was the right call to bring her here. See that injury on her leg? She's in pain. Alright, so it's a good job we found that horse. Hopefully she can get all better really soon. Thanks a lot, I'll take it from here. Let's see what I can do for this poor mare right away. In the meantime though, maybe you could go ask Holly how the things are looking on the farm? I guess I could use an extra pair of hands as well. Holly and Eric have been doing damage control since last night. At least none of their buildings got damaged, but we all had our hands full since last night. I'm sure they'll be happy to take any help they can get. Okay, so let's head over to Eric and Holly and see if they need any help. Hi there, Koko. How sweet of you to check in. Happy days, as they say here, am I right? What, if we need any help? Oh yeah, for sure. This storm was impressive. We still got a lot of debris to clear around here, so we'll take all the help we can get. First of all, did Hugh seem fine to you? I got the impression he's feeling a bit down lately, and the storm probably made it worse. On a crisis like today, Hugh goes into problem-solving mode, which is great, so maybe we'll take time to sit down and chat once all of this is behind us. I mean, sure, it's not all peaches and cream living out here on South Hoof. Most of the time, we love it, but when the weather doesn't play nice, all of a sudden we're completely cut off from the mainland, and it becomes a lot less fun. But we're mostly okay here. The building's held up, all our cattle are accounted for, and we're busy repairing whatever broke. We do have some debris left to clear, so if you have time, we could use the help. Thanks. Alright, so let's clear some of the debris that is around. Alright, I think there's a little bit of a glitch going on, because it's saying that, like on the map, there's like a marker right here for where there's debris, but I can't see anything. So I think there might be a bit of a glitch or something. Alright, I'm going to leave the game, join back, and then see if anything changes. Again. See if I'm able to finish the quest now. Alright, I think this was the actual one that was missing, so it looks like it's worked. Alright, now I've got one more left to pick up, and it's just over there. Alright, so coming out and back in the game again has worked, so if any of you guys had that problem too, maybe that's a way to get around it, but I'm not sure why it happened, but yeah. Alright, so let's head back to Holly. Great stuff, Koko. I like it when things are nice and tidy. There's one more thing actually. The storm blew down one of our windmills, and the problem is, we'll need to borrow the equipment from someone on the mainland. Maybe in Fort Pinter. The wind was so strong last night, one of the windmills just surrendered. But then again, the poor thing's probably older than the hermit. But we need specialized equipment to raise it back. Probably some kind of pulley system, I would assume. In other words, not really the kind of tools we have out here. I'm sure someone on the mainland will own something like that. Maybe in Fort Pinter? Worth a shot, right? Right, so let's head to Fort Pinter and see if we can find something that works.
To the rhythm we meet, waves that sing a song, all we need to belong. Feel the love forever. Sun and beach.
Alright, Ellen. Yes, I know what you need. Here, take this pulley. We use it to hoist boats, so that should do the trick. Good luck. Alright, so we've got the right tool. Now let's head back to South Hoof and give it to Holly. Alright, so over here. That's quite the pulley you brought back. Awesome. Ellen's always so good with all the things mechanical. Let's get down to business, shall we? Now that you have the pulley, it should be easier to hoist the windmill back into position. Don't worry, this might seem impossible, but thanks to the pulley, it shouldn't be too heavy to lift. The lever effect is your friend. Oh, and I'll return the equipment to Ellen myself. I don't want to make you travel back and forth all the time. And I'll get to catch up with Ellen. Alright, so let's head over to the windmill. Alright, so we've done that. Now let's head back to Holly. Not gonna lie, a windmill always looks better vertically. I reckon I will go bolt the legs now so that it doesn't fall over again. Awesome job, thanks. We can handle the rest, I think, but you should go talk to Hugh. He said there's a complication with that wild horse's injury. Poor Hugh, I haven't seen him stressed and worried like that for ages. Not since he left the military. Maybe he tends to take his mission to heart a bit too much, and he might need help too. Just tell him everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. That's what our folks always said when we were kids. Take care, see you later. Right, so let's head back to Hugh, because his hands definitely seem full right now. Ah, you've heard about the mare. She's not out of the woods yet, I'm afraid. I'll spare you the detailed medical report in a nutshell. In a nutshell, her injury's not healing like it should, and I'm out of the right treatment. I have an idea though. We'll need medicine, and the hermit for that. I get the medical supplies shipped here once a week, and today's delivery was cancelled due to the weather. So I'm out of a specific type of disinfectant, the one I'd need to tend to the mare's injury. It's my fault, I should have been better prepared. Anyway, let's focus. I know the old hermit makes all kinds of natural treatments for horses. They're supposed to be real effective. I doubt he would help me right off the bat. He's a hermit after all. But he and Madison seem to get along great, so maybe she knows a way to convince him. We've got to try. Right, so first let's head to Madison. Dancing in the rain. Oh hey there, Koko. Did you see they announced the Gmo 2 last month? I can't wait. So overpriced though. Wait, what? An injured wild horse? Oh no, poor horsey. Roger that, we'll chit-chat another time. Oh, so we need to convince the hermit to help you. That storm, it was so horrible. I could barely sleep last night. I thought I was in some kind of apocalypse. Yes, I think I know how to make sure the hermit doesn't send you away. He listens to me, well, most of the time. Just tell him Madison said this. Help Koko and you can borrow Knights of Unistria anytime. Guaranteed. Oh, by the way, we just received a letter at home. It seems like it was intended for the hermit. And it's not like he gets snail mail, like, ever. It comes from Yorvik City, but there's no sender, no nothing. It's super mysterious, right? Anyway, could you please give it to him? Thanks. Alright, so let's head over to the hermit and see if we can convince him to help us and the injured mare. I don't know if it's just me, but Star Stable feels so cozy like this. And because of the rain, it's just making everything feel cozy. I don't know if it's just me, but because I like the rain anyway, like in real life. I love it in Star Stable. My poor dog though, he's getting soaked. And my horse. And me. Okay. You again. I know you love horses, but this place is becoming a bit too crowded for my taste. You always need help. Ah, horse was injured. That's different then. I will need you to pick up some plants for me. Madison said I could borrow Knights of Unistria. Then I suppose this is for a good cause. I can make a balm, but I need lavender. Bring me some and I'll help you. But listen, I do not want common purple lavender. That one grows everywhere. I do not need anyone to get it. I need a rare lavender subspecies, peach colored. Alright, so I guess let's look for this rare peach colored lavender. Yes, this is enough. I already brewed the balm while you were gone so that you can leave sooner. It's almost ready. Okay. There. Here is the balm. Your horse will feel better soon. Be on your way now. A letter for me. Let us take a look. This is from Yorvik City. Oh, them. After all these years. How could they know? I apologize, but I do not wish to discuss this matter, and I cannot tell you who wrote this letter. Old family feuds, that's all. This is all behind me now. Thank you, and goodbye. Alright, so now I'm curious about what was in that letter, but let's head back to Madison and Hugh and give them the balm. Alright, so Hugh is over here. You're back and you have the balm. I really hope it works. You know, I've been having a difficult time lately, and now this storm. I guess it showed me how fragile my work here is. I love what I do, but sometimes the isolation makes me feel a bit depressed. Doubt myself, you know, like I'm really making a difference here, or am I just fooling myself? Anyway, for now, let's focus on what we can do. Let's try the hermit's balm. I hope the balm will take effect fast. I'm worried about her. Alright, so let's give the balm to the mare. Wow, see, the balm's already taking effect. I can tell she's already feeling better. And I'm starting to feel so much better too. It's funny, you know, when you're just fighting fires all day for so long, you forget to get some perspective and focus on yourself. After all, my whole mission with the rescue ranch has always been about the therapeutic power of horses. We don't just heal horses here, we also heal people. In a way, I just lost sight of that. That mission applies to myself as well. Just as we were healing this mare, she was healing me. I need to remember that I'm still recovering as well, and I'm still finding my place here. It's a process and healing takes time. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to do Holly had this message for you. Ha, you're right, and I'm not alone in my mission. So many people are there to support, especially when I'm not doing well. You, my family, even the hermit, and even if I don't always realise it. Okay, time to lead this mare back to its herd, don't you think? I have an idea, let's make a wild race out of it. That way we can make sure she's okay and we make it fun. Seems the weather might clear up soon too, actually. Please, do come back here once you're done. I'll have a present for you. More on that later. Alright, so let's do this race. Hopefully we're able to see with all the rain going on. It looks like the rain has already stopped. Maybe the clouds will clear up soon as well. Alright, there we go. Looks like the storm's already passed. Alright, let's get this mare back to her herd. Right, there we are. Alright, so there we have it. Okay, so it looks like we have to head back to, I think, Hugh. So let's go there. I feel like half of this has just been running around, taking the ferry. It's definitely been fun though. Definitely a fun quest line. You found her way back to her herd? Awesome. There, as promised, here's the first official Rescue Ranch swag. A little side project Holly and I have been working on. Very appropriate for the local climate too. I couldn't have pulled this off on my own, you know. You've helped me remember my purpose and get back on track. I'll have bad days sometimes, but I know I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Thanks again for everything, and see, even the sun is back. Hope you'll come over to help out soon, or maybe just pay us a visit. You'll always have a friend here. Alright, so we have finished the new quest, and it looks like we have a Rescue Ranch raincoat. So there we have it. Alright, so that will be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, because that was definitely a fun and interesting new quest. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!